Welcome to our final, and honestly, probably the most important explainer in this entire series. Today, we're making a massive shift. We are moving away from just simply using AI to actually building world-changing ecosystems with it.
So, let me ask you a question. Would you rather receive one fish today or learn how to create a fishing system that provides food for years? It's a classic metaphor, I know, but it perfectly captures the absolute biggest mistake people are making with artificial intelligence right now. A single fish solves your hunger for one fleeting moment, but a system? A system creates ongoing, compounding value.
That single fish, we call that an output. And an output is just a single, isolated result that solves one moment in time. It's generating one image, writing one article, or drafting one quick email. And sure, that's incredibly useful. But if you're relying only on outputs, you're basically treating AI like a vending machine. You put in a request, you get one answer, and the value completely stops the exact moment that task is finished. We really need to aim a lot higher than that.
We need to totally flip our thinking. The old way of working is like just laying a single brick, posting a single tweet, or getting a single answer. But this new paradigm, we aren't just laying a brick anymore. We are architecting the entire building. We aren't just writing a post, we're designing a self-sustaining content engine. We're building a connected network where literally everything helps everything else. Let's dive into section 1. Systems create multiplication.
Think about how a system connects multiple isolated parts together to create this engine that just continuously produces value. Let's map this out with a real-world example, okay? Instead of just asking an AI to write a single piece of text, imagine a fully connected workflow. So idea generation leads directly into research, which then feeds the writing and then the publishing. But it doesn't just stop there. The system captures feedback from the audience, which leads directly to improvement, and that loops right back into better idea generation. One piece creates another, and everything supports everything else. That right there is where the multiplication happens.
It's kind of like a gardener, right? A gardener doesn't just grow one flower. They cultivate a complete, self-sustaining ecosystem. They're thinking about the soil, the water, the sunlight, the tools, the future harvest, the whole shebang. A beautiful flower and output is wonderful, sure, but a true system keeps growing, learning, and producing life over time. So think about your own workflows for a second. Are you just picking flowers, or are you actually tending to a digital ecosystem?
Which brings us to section 2, the connected AI ecosystem. Why is this connected approach such a game changer with AI? Because before AI, building these kinds of systems required a massive team of people. But now, a single creator can handle research, writing, design, analysis, organization, and automation all at the exact same time. You're no longer just a worker doing one isolated task. You are the master architect coordinating all these incredible capabilities in perfect unison. Okay, so how does an ecosystem like this actually look in practice? Well, it happens in 6 interconnected steps. First up is vision. What are we actually trying to accomplish here? Second is knowledge. What specific information and experience do we need? Third is creation, producing the actual value itself. Fourth is automation, identifying what can happen repeatedly without us having to do it manually. Fifth is feedback. What are we actually learning from the real world? And finally, improvement. How do we evolve and make this whole loop even better? This maps out exactly how one initial idea evolves into a completely self-improving engine.
Let's move to section 3, the grandma test.
Now, I know terms like ecosystems and automation can sound super corporate or maybe a bit intimidating, but systems thinking is absolutely for everyone. Let's imagine grandma has the most amazing cookie recipe in the world. If she bakes one batch, well, that's an output. It's delicious, but it's temporary. It completely disappears once the cookies are eaten. But look at what happens when she builds a system around it. She creates a family tradition. She writes a cookbook. She records teaching videos for the grandkids. She builds a community, or hey, maybe even a full-blown business. The cookie was just the beginning. The system she built around it is what creates a lasting legacy.
But look, here's a massive trap a lot of us fall into, and it's a really critical warning. A garage full of tools does not build a house, a builder does. There is this huge temptation right now to just go out and collect random AI tools. You see people doing it all the time, right? Grabbing a tool for video, a different one for audio, another one for writing. But having a bunch of tools is absolutely not the same as having a strategy. Collecting random tools doesn't create value. Deliberately connecting them into a system does.
And that leads us to section 4, the human architect.
This is where we bring the focus entirely back to you. In this age of artificial intelligence, human judgment isn't becoming obsolete. Honestly, it's becoming the most critical piece of the puzzle. We as humans bring the vision, the creativity, the purpose, and the judgment.
We are the ones who decide what good actually means. AI simply brings the speed, the organization, the generation, and the automation. The magic isn't in AI replacing the human side. The real magic is that together, they create something neither could ever build alone. AI provides the ultimate leverage, but you provide the standard.
So, let's pull all of this together into the core mindset every true builder needs to adopt. First, prompts start the conversation. Remember, they are instructions, not magic spells. Second, prototypes start the journey. Your first draft is meant to be improved, not just accepted right out of the gate. Third, iteration creates quality. That whole loop of scoring, refining, and testing, that is exactly where excellence lives. Fourth, protection preserves progress. You have to freeze what works so you don't accidentally go backward. And finally, systems create scale. Connecting your workflows is what ultimately changes everything.
Because just knowing how to ask an AI a clever question, that's simply not enough anymore. The future belongs to people who connect ideas, who create systems, and who use technology to serve humanity. It doesn't belong to the prompters, it belongs to the builders. It belongs to people who can imagine, design, and construct intelligent ecosystems that solve actual real-world problems.
And this brings us to our final overarching declaration for this explainer. AI gives you leverage. Craftsmanship gives you quality. Systems give you scale. But human purpose? That gives it meaning. Do not just settle for creating isolated outputs. Build ecosystems. Do not just blindly use tools. Build intelligently. Step up, be the architect, and help create the future. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. So what I want to know is, how are you going to use your leverage to build something extraordinary today?